You know, this shit right here really. You listen, I don't want to be doing YouTube to be getting angry anymore. But it just feels like I have so much passion for Sony over the years that it's creating. I'm probably going to need to get checked it. My local, some type of local clinic, or go down to the local hospital or something, and have them take a good look in my insides. Hopefully they got some type of fucking records of before I started doing YouTube to now, so that we can see if gaming is really causing some type of sickness through my fucking body. I guarantee gaming has caused my limbs and wombs and organs to get darkened. I guarantee there's some type of stress and wear and tear on me because of gaming, especially when it pertains to Sony. I mean, there are times when I've been doing YouTube videos and talking about Sony that the negative news coming out of Sony has kept me up all night. I've been in sweats, waking up in the middle of the night, talking, after watching a miserable E3, waking up in the middle of the night thinking that was a dream. I thought that this year's 2017 E3 was a dream on how flipping bad those flipping games were. Now, this right here alone angers me to the max. Let's look at this. Jesus Christ. This makes me so mad. This makes me so mad. Why does that make me mad? Why does that make me mad? Why is that? Why does this make me flipping pissed? Crash Bandicoot is not a Sony spokesperson anymore. Crash Bandicoot is not the icon for Sony anymore. Just because we're getting a multi-plat of Crash Bandicoot being remastered or remade, and it's created by Activision of all people, letting you already know this game is going to be dog shit. If it's not created by Naughty Dog, then it's not Crash Bandicoot. Crash Bandicoot isn't a staple in the PlayStation mythos anymore. Crash Bandicoot is not part of Sony doesn't want anything to do with fucking Crash Bandicoot. I don't know why they're pretending that this remaster has anything to do with fucking Sony. How dare this guy make this meme putting Crash Bandicoot's face, letting us think, trying to put on the illusion that the Crash Bandicoot is the fucking icon for Sony. Mario, icon for Nintendo. Halo, icon for fucking Xbox. Shit, Sonic the Hedgehog is still the icon for Sega. Sony's so goddamn stupid. Every goddamn 3 years, they're trying to find a new goddamn icon. We're so fucking knee deep in bullshit. We don't even know who the icon is. So guess what? We're just creating icons. Crash Bandicoot, the remaster, is not an exclusive. It'll be on other platforms very shortly. That's what I'm saying. People are pretending to be hyped for a Crash Bandicoot game that they're not going to fucking buy. And the game is being created by Activision. That's like if Mario Odyssey was coming out and it was created by Activision. Nintendo fanboys would lose their fucking minds. Don't you ever disrespect me like that. Sony has lost their flipping way. Looking at this E3 2017, let me know that Sony has lost their goddamn minds. If I was running Sony, we would still be having a consistent basis of Crash Bandicoot games coming out of Naughty Dog if I was still running Sony. If I was running Sony, we would have been had our Dark Cloud 3. If I was running Sony, we would have had multiple series of Legends of Dragoons. We'd have been on Legend of Dragoon 7 by now. If I was running Sony, we would have been in development of working on another siphon filter for the PlayStation 4 if I was running Sony. As you can see, we have nothing more than a bunch of suits, big wigs, and retarded assholes working at Sony currently right now. And we're getting nothing but carbon copies of other games that we already played years ago. Even the Spider-Man experience is nothing more than this Batman Arkham with a new skin and QuickTime events up the goddamn wazoo. I liked it Batman Arkham 5 to 6 years ago. I didn't like any of the Batman Arkham games after it, especially when it became an open world and I was swinging across the fucking city like this new fucking Spider-Man game that I don't even think you have any control over swinging over the goddamn city. This is going to be a Spider-Man game where they're going to be holding our flipping hands. We're going to be watching Spider-Man do its thing. This is insane. I can't believe that Nintendo, Sony, and Sega is continuously keeping the brand by giving you games that you know and love. And evolving and progressing in those said brands. Anyway, this is supposed to be a positive video. But this right here really flipping angered me. Anyway, my E3 experience this year was miserable. I almost overdosed on my medication just to take me out of this goddamn realm. I can't take it anymore. I can't take it in this goddamn place anymore. Let me see what I can't take it anymore, and I want out of here. But there was some rays of hope coming out of Sony. Excuse me. What the fuck did I just say? Coming out of E3. That really, gave me a little bit of excitement. I will tell you this: coming out of Sony for the next, from 2017 to 2018, any of their exclusives will be a no buy from me, and that is depressing. That I'm going to be going 2 flipping years, without any games coming out exclusively out of Sony. That is embarrassing. And Sony fanboys, stop talking about Monster Hunter World like it's an exclusive, because it's not. It's on everything. It's on the PC, it's on the Xbox, it's on the PlayStation 4. And I got some more news coming out of Monster Hunter World that's really going to make me fucking pissed off about that goddamn game. But anyway, there was some rays of hope coming out of E3. I will say what games that I thought were interesting. I did think Xbox, Sony's conference was so bad that I actually thought the Xbox conference was a little interesting. I would like to go back and play some of the older Xbox games on the Xbox, like playing Jet Set Radio Future, or hopefully they can put Shenmue 2 on the backwards compatibility. What else did they have back in the day that was good? I really didn't like too many Xbox games, but still, backwards compatibility on the Xbox, and not only that, I do think that State of Decay 2, the zombie game, looks like something that I will put lots and lots of hours in, But there was only 2 games at this goddamn conference that really got me flipping my testicles wrapped up in fucking knots. And it's Dragon Ball Z Fighters is one of them. When I saw that, if you see my live reaction, I apologize. I didn't get a chance to get the technical things right. So I think it froze. The screen froze. You can get my reaction, but the screen froze while Dragon Ball Z Fighters was shown at the Xbox conference. I think but my Microsoft doing that was extremely smart. And not only that, it put a little momentum, it put a little life into the Xbox brand. I remember the days going all the way. This is another thing. If I was running Sony, I would lock down these flipping anime games. How the hell did Sony lose these anime games? I remember back in the day, you would play Dragon Ball Z games exclusively on the PlayStation brand. Remember that? Those were the good days. This looks like a game that should have been. If we were going to go back a couple years, early 2000s to the 90s, this is the type of game that would have been exclusively on the PlayStation. But Sony's fucked up. Dragon Ball Z Fighters, when I first saw that, I said, this shit looks fucking dope. Even though I already knew it was coming. But I thought it was going to be some type of, what did I think it was going to be? Oh, it was going to be like Burst Limit, I think. I think it was called Burst Limit. It was one of the first next-gen Dragon Ball Z games that we got on the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. And I really liked it. I thought it was really, really cool. It stopped at the Cell Saga, which I thought was fine. I know a lot of the modern day anime nerds, they want to go all the way to GT and they want to go all the way to Super, even though Super wasn't out at the time, but they wanted to go, far into the mythos of Dragon Ball Z. But I really like Dragon Ball Burst Limit because the combat system was somewhat fair. The graphics were dope. There was a transformation mode that I really, really enjoyed with Burst Limit. I used to love going Kaioken because like Goku would be like, come on. And like, I remember I had the surround sounds in my room, the surround sound speakers, and I had it on blast and I would transform and like you could hear the transformation being taken place. It was so flipping cool, man. And I was in Kaioken till this day. It's still one of my favorite transformations. I don't know why. I mean, I like Super Saiyan 1. When Goku went Super Saiyan 1 against Frieza, that was cool too. But I gotta say, when it went to 2 and 3, I thought it was a little bit too much. I thought it was going a little too far. But with Kaioken was so flipping cool, especially when, listen, that's a video for another day. I could talk about Dragon Ball Z all day, but listen, I'm going too deep into the Dragon Ball lore. A lot of you guys watch Kai, so you don't really know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I heard about this game. I thought it was going to be Burst Limit. I ran a live stream. The people told me, no, these are the people that did. This is Arc System. So these are the people that did Guilty Gear, which is, okay. But they also did the Persona series. When they said that, I was like, oh, and Blaze Blue. I do like Blaze Blue too. And I said, oh yeah. Oh, flipping. Yeah. I think I might have stopped. I think I turned off the stream, turned it back on. I think I took all of my clothes off and burnt them. I think, I was doing all types of wild stuff, And then when I seen the trailer to this game, forget Burst Limit, forget what I initially thought. This game is a million times better than anything that I've ever saw. It's one of the most prettiest, beautifulest. It feels like you're playing the damn goddamn anime at best, if not better. The anime, the 90s anime never even looked this goddamn good. Shit, Dragon Ball Super don't even look this goddamn good. They are doing an amazing job when it comes to Dragon Ball Z Fighters. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? They're only 20% in. They're only 20% done. I was saying this. I was saying, hey, man, give us a limited roster, but make that goddamn combat system as smooth as goddamn butter. That's all I need. That's all I need is an efficient, buttery, smooth combat system, and I'm going to be locked in forget a couple of days, forget a week. That you'll be playing Spider-Man, and then you forget about it. The following week, you'll be trading it in for some type of store credit or some type of Nintendo Switch game or something of that such. But I'm trying to tell you, I'm going to be playing and trying to master and figure out this goddamn combat system. The game alone is going to be trying to figure out this combat system because it's going to be so deep, and you have an array of characters to get deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper into this combat system. I can't wait to pick Goku and figure out all of the moves so I can decimate my mother flipping opponents. I'm going to have Goku. We didn't see a Piccolo sighting yet, but we're only at 20%. Like I said, I wouldn't mind if the character roster was limited. If we stopped at the Cell Saga, I would have been cool, you know? But if we stopped at the Boo Saga, I would have been cool with that. Shit, if we stopped at the damn, the Frieza Saga, I would have been cool, you know? But it looks like 20% done, and we already got a smorgasbord of these characters. It looks like they're going to go in on the characters. It looks like everybody's going to be winning here. For me, I'm going to be getting the combat system and my boy Goku, and it looks like for the modern day respect. I'm saying this very respectfully. Homosexual, moist, nigger nerd, you know, will probably suck a dick if nobody was watching type of dudes. You know what I mean? I'm saying this very respectfully. Don't take this in the realm of disrespect. I'm just telling the truth. A lot of you guys are gay. You're really moist, even though you might deny it. But I watch you people, you know? And you guys will be getting the large character rosters. Which is fine. All I need is Goku and Piccolo, and then my support character will be whoever. That's another thing that I think is dope about this game. We are getting the Marvel versus Capcom 2 type of, you know, people come in and say, get up off of them, or it's gonna be people jumping in, and it's just gonna be flipping crazy. I'm trying to tell you the options that we're going to be able to have with this game is going to be flipping amazing. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be hours upon hours of just nonstop playing. We're going to be running tournaments. I'm going to be on practice mode, training damn near every day. That's going to be back in the day when I remember back in the day, I used to be on Capcom vs. SNK for hours just training and learning new moves so I can dissipate my friends whenever I see them. Man, this is going to be the epitome of fun. That's what games need to be at the end of the day, is we need to be having fun at all times. For some reason, Sony has lost complete focus. At that whole E3, I just didn't find any of the Sony exclusives to just be fun. How are you making video games and we're not having a good time? From Uncharted to The Last of Us to Horizon Zero Dawn to games that came out in the past, they're just not fun. People are playing the games for a week and then forgetting about it and trading them in at their local GameStops for some type of store credit. And GameStop has lowered their credit trade-in over the years because people are just quickly trading in their Sony exclusives. Every time I go into my local GameStop, I'm tripping over copies upon copies of some type of Sony exclusive from The Order 1886 to Uncharted 4. And now I'm tripping over copies of Horizon Zero goddamn Dawn. Now I'm going to be tripping over copies of God of War. I'm going to be building a goddamn pyramid out of the fucking stacks of games at GameStop. And they're all going to be consisted of Sony exclusives. Let's clap it up for Nintendo telling us and sending out shots, even though Nintendo's talking about they're not part of the console war, we're not worried about anybody, but they took the most extreme shot of them all by saying, listen, we're just trying to make games that's going to be fun. Point blank, period. Dragon Ball Z Fighters is going to be amazing. For those of you who are Dragon Ball Z fans, if you're Zobi Savvy supporters, if you know what's about to go down when this bad boy drops in 2018. We're only 20% done. That means we will be getting consistent Zobi Savvy coverage whenever we get from 30% to 40, 50, 60, all the way until we'll be camping outside for a whole goddamn month. As soon as 2018 drops, I will be outside waiting at a GameStop, waiting for this goddamn game because I want to get my cum stained fingers all over this goddamn game. It's going to be amazing. My second game.
With fashion, you can dress people and help people. Well, I usually do my fashion sketches on the computer to begin with.
Okay. I'm tired of these pretentious commercials of white folk pretending to be creative when they're just going to Africa and stealing from niggas. They're going to the streets of Chicago and stealing from niggas. They're going wherever the black people are and stealing from niggas. Look at these outfits. They're coming straight out of fucking some place where Africans or melanated people live. They steal the shit and then they come, we're working on really fun, great. Get the fuck out of here. I'm offended. See, now I'm mad. These cave creatures, they haven't created anything ever since they've been on this goddamn planet. They've been stealing and stealing and stealing and stealing. I mean, it's really driving me flipping crazy. Anywho, my number 2 most anticipated game, but I think it's going to drop off my list if the rumors are true. And the rumors of casualizing the Monster Hunter. No, I don't think this game will be casualized. Looking at the gameplay and the combat system and what's going on, I don't think this game will be casualized. Let's talk about this before we get into this. I take Nintendo fanboys to be extremely cool, real laid back. You know what I mean? I've never really seen them sweat when it pertains to gaming. I really do take the Nintendo fanboys to be the coolest out of all the fanboys on the market. I don't care if you got a bunch of 40-year-olds, what you call those guys, dude bros on the Xbox. I don't care if you got a bunch of nigger nerds on the PlayStation bowing at the PlayStation conference. The Nintendo fanboys have always been the coolest. I don't care if they got some type of Yoshi costume on. I don't care if they have some type of Mario hat with the eyes on it. I don't care if they have on some type of fucking Zelda costume and they're a dude. You know what I'm saying? They've always just been cool under pressure. But when it comes to this Monster Hunter game, damn it, I didn't. Whatever. I thought I had the article up, but I don't. But when it comes to the Monster Hunter game, I've really seen them sweat. What the fuck, man? These ads. When it comes to the Monster Hunter game, I really see them sweating. Some of the Nintendo fanboys, I'm trying to get some information from them. They won't even talk about how Monster Hunter XX, you know what I'm saying? Or Monster Hunter World. I've seen Capcom come out. Capcom came out and said, at this current time, we have no plans on bringing the fucking Monster Hunter to the Nintendo Switch to the United States. You know what I'm saying? And Nintendo fanboys are losing it. Articles are coming out. GameStop, IGN, other fake news sites are coming out and saying that they are not bringing Monster Hunter at all. Capcom has no plans to bring Monster Hunter XX at all, which is not true. The Capcom had to come out and say, no. At this current time, we have no plans, and I am perfectly fine with that. At this current time, we don't have any plans. Let us work on the game first. Let's work on fucking doing the translations at best. And then later down at some type of Nintendo Direct, we can announce that it's finally coming to the Switch. Not only that, I'm not sure what the sales were for Monster Hunter for Nintendo consoles. Like I think one came out for the Wii. I think 2 might have came out for the Wii. I don't know. I'm pretty sure 1 came out for the Wii, and I'm pretty sure 1 came out for the Wii U. I'm not sure how successful those sales were. So maybe Capcom might be a little gun shy when it comes to bringing. Yeah, Zelby, come on, Zelby, this is a console. Yeah, I know. Slash handheld, I know. I'm just saying maybe that has to go into it. I'm trying to be objective, I just want to be like, fuck that, this is bullshit, Listen, but I'm really seeing Capcom guys sweating bullets when it pertains to Monster Hunter World versus XX. I think Monster Hunter XX is going to be the official game. Don't get it twisted, Nintendo fanboys. But I am extremely hyped for Monster Hunter World as long as everything runs according to plan. Everything just feels a little bit too good, Oh, here it is. I did put it up. E3 Capcom not bringing Switch version Monster Hunter X to the US at this goddamn time. Update. So the media sites, they ran out and they put out the bullshit, the fake news sites, and then they need to slow the hell down. It's coming. It's coming. But yeah, this is my number 2 most anticipated game. Some fans are worried that Monster Hunter World might come with some type of subscription fee in Japan. I'm pretty sure if they're going to try to run a subscription free in Japan, they're going to do it in America. It's just like, why? You know, Capcom is damn near worse than Sony, you know? Jesus Christ. You do something good, and then you're always trying to find some type of way to scam the goddamn customer. They've been doing it with the fighting games from back in the day, smuggling characters on the disc. Then you got to pay the character off the paywall to get the characters. Now with Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, they're giving you only 5 to 6 characters at best. I mean, Jesus Christ. They'll take your favorite titles and they'll just fuck it up 100%. I just don't understand why Capcom is continuously trying to scam the customer. Why can't Capcom just make a good fucking game, man? Just make the game and you're going to get the money. You guys have been losing money on a drastic goddamn basis because of your scamming fucking tactics. You guys are trying to make money, but you're losing more money than you're making. Just make a good game. Word of mouth will sell it. Positive reviews will sell it. You can even pay IGN and they'll sell that goddamn piece of shit. Fuck. Monster Hunter, one of my favorite video games of all goddamn time. This game looks flipping amazing. We're all going to be on our fucking consoles. We can be live streaming. We could be jumping in and out of our lobbies. We could be hunting monsters. We could be looting for some type of gear, for equipment, for weapons and armor. I'm trying to tell you, Monster Hunter is very niche, but I'm trying to tell you guys, dive into the Monster Hunter games. This one is going to be flipping amazing. Flipping amazing. I'm watching videos every day. I'm getting info, and the things you can do in this game is going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. This guy right here, you probably think this guy's a tough guy. You probably think this monster in the trailer was a tough guy. No, he was using that monster to lure him to the flying dragon Rathos looking monster, and that motherfucker is going to be a handful. He's poisonous. This guy's cakewalk. So yeah, my only 2 games that I was actually really hyped for when it pertained to E3 was Dragon Ball Z Fighters, Monster Hunter World, and of course I was hyped for the Nintendo stuff. I think Nintendo won. There's no need for me to go and say Xenoblade Chronicles 2, of course. Mario Odyssey, of course. Monster Hunter Prime 4, of course. Pokemon for the Nintendo Switch, of course. Of course, a horse if it's a horse, of course, you know? There's really no need for me to do that. I can't wait for these stores to start, you make it accessible to buy a goddamn Switch. It's hard to buy a goddamn Switch. Zelby, where's your fucking Switch? You're some type of fucking Nintendo fanboy. Where's your fucking Switch? I can't get a goddamn Switch. If somebody can put me in the direction where I can buy a Switch, I'll buy one. But I can't. The creators of Nintendo are coming out manually saying, we're working as fast as we can to put Switches on the market, and people are looking at me and wondering why I don't have a Switch. Because I can't get one. It's sold the fuck out. This is like the PlayStation 4 where I can just walk up in there and grab 5 to 6 of them at one hand. Or some type of Xbox. This is a console that's at high fucking demand. And people are wondering why I don't have one. It's really that fucking hard to get a goddamn Switch. This is the hottest fucking console on the goddamn market. It's not the PlayStation gay. Fuck. People are insane. Anyway, that's it. Maybe, listen, I can't be doing daily fucking videos. I just can't, okay? I have things I need to do. I have things I have to fucking do in the real world so that we can really get things fucking moving. But what I'm thinking about doing is maybe doing one video a week just talking about, I don't know, probably being some type of podcast format. Who knows? But once a week, we listen, I'm not going to be one of these for Neverworld or some Fugazi live reaction guy. As soon as the video posts out, then we're going, which can be fine. But I'm thinking if the news came out on a Tuesday and if I want to do my one episode of fucking week, it'll be on a Friday. We won't be able to look at it or talk about it until Friday. But listen, with the other guys, you're going to be getting, look at me, I'm in my mid-20s to 30s and I'm acting like I'm super excited for this piece of shit. Whee! With Zombie 70, you know you're going to get an objective, fair and honest train of thoughts. You know, I think 1,000 times different than anybody else. It's one of the reasons why I am the most hated when it pertains to the community, because I have an original thought of my own. Don't get the thing twisted. Don't think because I'm attacking Sony. Don't think because I'm attacking this or this because I'm being a hater. No, it's because I actually have an original thought, and that makes people angry that people don't know shit. They have to be told what to do. And I know that really caused a lot of jealousy and friction amongst a lot of people. Only people that can really sustain and stomach me are people who are very confident of themselves. Unconfident people despise me. And I'm not even a bad person. But anyway, once a week, probably every Friday or whatever, I'll pick a day. We can't do this every day. I need time to focus and work on what I need to work on. I don't want to talk about it, but it's going to be some hot shit. Anyway, I got to get the fuck out of here. Fuck all of you.